Alright, welcome to the new video. Right now we're looking at the title page. So this is a separate tag file, as you can see here. And in this title page, we see again, begin title page and end title page. And logically, everything in between is what the title page consists of. If you'd ask me, I would say this is a good academic title page because it's very clean. It doesn't have too much unnecessary distractions, and it simply goes with the title, a subtitle. Here you could state which study you do and maybe your track. Then here you'd say your name, your student number. You can list your supervisors and the date. So let's now talk about these basics, and then I'll give you some tips on what you can do to spice up your title page a bit. Alright, there are three things that we will talk about in this title page. So let's identify what we see here in the source code. So first of all, we have the University of Groningen logo, which are these 4 lines. And then we have a bunch of lines that are dedicated to these horizontal lines that you see, as well as the title and the subtitle. And then below, after a vertical space of 12 centimeters, we have a table, which is a trick that I use to list the names of the author and the supervisors. And we'll dive into those elements step by step. Alright, the first element is the University of Groningen logo. And as you can see here, we include the graphics within a figure environment. And we say that the width should be 40% of the total line width. And the image that we want to include is called ruglogo no background.png. In a future video, we'll dive into how to include figure environments on a more detailed basis. Alright, now let's take a closer look at the second element, where we introduce the title of the document. So here we start with an environment called begin center, and everything within this environment will be centered. So we start with point for vertical space, and then we have a horizontal rule fill, which means the whole text width will be filled with a horizontal line. Then we have a huge text in bold font, which is TBV Lugus LaTeX template. And these backslashes indicate that a new line should be started. Now, in general, we don't use that in a normal document simply because we have a package imported, which indicates that every empty line starts a new paragraph. But I'll talk about those style figures in a later video. But trust me, it doesn't look nice when you don't use them on your title page, as you can see on the right now. After the title, again, we take 0.4 centimeters of vertical space before we have the subtitle. And the subtitle is written in large with a capital L. And as you saw in the previous video, the font sizes are ordered in huge, large and normal size, but you can use a capital letter to enlarge the size of the font even more. Then after the second horizontal line, you'll see 2 big skips. And I just added those for convenience for you to get to know what it is. Because big skip is the same as a vertical space of 0.4 centimeters. Because a big skip equals 12 pt, which is a font size 12, for example, if you would compare it to Word. After that, we have a large font, but partly in bold font, and the rest is in regular font. So here you see applicable to Bachelor and Master, Industrial Engineering and Management, and you can adjust this text to fit to your study and to your track. Then let's now talk about the third element, which first starts with a vertical space of 12 centimeters. Now, this is 12 centimeters, which is covered by a blank space. And then we have a table environment. And here we begin a tabular with a asterisk. And this asterisk tells the system to not count this table towards the list of tables of your document, simply because this is not a table that is used to convey any message to the reader. So then here we have quite some complex code. For example, if you would look at these commands. So please ignore those and simply adjust in your template what you would like to use. The most important thing is that the space in between is filled and that this text will be aligned to the left and this text will be aligned to the right. And then after the table, you will have again some vertical space of 0.5 centimeter. Then we say flush right. And then we have in text bold font the date of today. Alright, now the question is, how do you spice up your document? Well, viewers that have paid attention already saw a line commented out right here. And if you read that carefully, you see add to ship out picture BG, and BG stands for background. Now we have a transparency of 75%, and then we say complete paper width and complete paper height. We want to include an image. And this image is already within my image folder. So if I recompile the document now, we can see that there is a background picture on the title page. Of course, it's your own responsibility to choose something that's suitable with your subject, but also something that still makes the text readable. So feel free to play around with this feature. Alright, now I silenced this again using Ctrl/. And then last thing I would like to add, but this is free to your own interpretation. If you would like, you can add, instead of a 12 centimeter blank space, you could add a picture in the middle of your title page. Alright, now and then we end the title page, which makes it a complete package, and we can import that via the main. As you can see here, include title page, and then behind this statement we say this page style empty, because we do not want to have a page numbering right here. Alright, so thanks for watching. I hope it was helpful, and see you in the next video.